Thor failed every challenge he faced. Or did he? In the age before the end, when the gods of Asgard still walked among men, Thor the Thunderer, the strongest of the Aesir, once again grew weary of mirth and mead and hungered for the blood howl of the frost battle's call. He was not alone. With him were Loki, sly and silver-tongued, and 2 human children, servants of Thor, Thrallvi and Ruskva. They traveled east, far from the glory-forged halls of Asgard, to the land of mountain giants, a realm of riddles, danger, and magic. Their destination? Utgard, the stronghold of the mighty Utgard Loki, a Jotun like none before. As twilight cloaked the sky, they encountered a vast figure sleeping beneath the trees, a giant breathing like a storm. They camped in his glove, yes, his glove, mistaking it for a cave. At dawn, the giant awoke. His name was Skramir, and with a chuckle, he offered to carry their provisions in his sack. But that sack, oh, that cursed sack, was knotted so tightly that not even Thor, with all his might, could open it. In rage, he struck Skramir's head 3 times with Mjolnir, his sacred hammer. Each blow thundered like the end of days, but Skein-Norse only yawned, mistaking them for falling acorns. Even the mighty Thor began to wonder, was this some sorcery? Soon after, Skein-Norse vanished, and the company arrived at Utgard. Towering walls loomed above them, so high they strained their necks to see the top. They squeezed through the gates like mice through cracks, and found themselves before a hall of strange wonders and colder smiles. And there, on a great throne, sat Utgard Loki. So, this is Thor, the great god of thunder? You're smaller than I imagined. If you wish to stay in my hall, you must prove yourselves. And thus, the games began. Loki, ever proud, stepped forward first. I can eat faster than any in this hall. Utgard Loki summoned Loki. They set a trough of meat between them. Loki devoured the meat, true, but Loki devoured meat, bone, and trough. Loki had failed. Next came Thrallvi, the swift-footed boy. I shall race your fastest runner. They chose a figure named Hugi. Thrallvi ran, and ran, and ran, but could not catch a shadow. 2 down. The crowd laughed. Now came Thor. Give me a challenge worthy of the gods, he roared. They handed him a horn and said, drink it empty, if you can. Thor drank, long and hard. The liquid seemed endless. He tried again, and again, but the horn was still not empty. They mocked him. Then lift this cat from the floor, said Utgard Loki. A simple gray cat padded forward. Thor bent, strained, muscles bulging, red with fury, but he could only raise one paw. The hall erupted into laughter. Then wrestle my old nursemaid Ellie. An old woman hobbled forth, bent and frail. Thor grappled with her, but no matter how he twisted, no matter how he raged, he could not bring her down. At last, she forced him to one knee, defeated again. Thor, god of thunder, burned with shame, but as dawn broke, and the travelers prepared to leave, Utgard Loki's face changed. The mocking grin faded. He stood. Thor, you were deceived, but not defeated. All you faced were illusions, crafted to test you. Loki's opponent? Logi, a creature of fire incarnate. Loki lost to wildfire itself. Thrallvi raced Hugi, who raced like a thought, for he was thought itself. You drank from the ocean, Thor, and lowered it with each gulp. That cat you tried to lift was Jormungandr, the Midgard serpent that encircles the world. And the old woman? That was Ellie, old age. No one wrestles time and wins. Even now I tremble at your strength. Never return, Thor, for next time I will not be able to hide my fear. And just like that, Utgard vanished. And so Thor returned to Asgard, not defeated, but wiser. For in Utgard he faced not just giants, but the truths God and men seldom grasp. Some foes cannot be smashed, some trials cannot be won, and sometimes the world humbles even thunder. This tale and many more can still be read today. Seek the old sources where the words of the North still echo as they once were told. And pay attention, for not all truths are seen at first glance. Until next time, walk wisely.